There's a very important electronic component in your car. If it starts to malfunction, it can cause the transmission to shift incorrectly, increase fuel consumption, and sometimes even make it impossible to control your speed. What is this part? Why is its failure so serious for the transmission? What are the signs that indicate it's failing? And how can you detect the problem before the transmission is ruined? Let's understand this from the beginning. In this episode, we'll talk about the Transmission Control Unit, or TCU, or Automatic Transmission Control Unit. Many people don't realize how essential this part is in the car. You can consider the TCU the brain of the automatic transmission. It's responsible for selecting the most suitable gear at the right time, ensuring smooth driving, proper acceleration, reduced fuel consumption, and optimal engine performance. So where is this computer located? It's usually mounted near the transmission itself. In some cars, it's integrated with the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, so that the two work together seamlessly. So what's its function? The transmission computer's function is to receive information from numerous sensors in the car, such as the car's speed, wheel speed, transmission fluid temperature, transmission fluid pressure, accelerator pedal position, and brake usage. All this data reaches the computer in fractions of a second, and it analyzes it instantly. Based on this analysis, it decides whether to shift up, down, or maintain the current gear. After making its decision, it sends electrical signals to the transmission components, such as the transmission solenoids and torque converter lockup. It also communicates with the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, to coordinate performance. In short, the transmission computer is what makes gear shifts smooth and without jerking. So what causes the transmission computer to fail? It could be due to prolonged high temperatures, an unstable electrical system in the car, water entering the wiring harness or connector, or in rare cases, a manufacturing defect. When the computer starts to weaken, the car might begin to exhibit unusual symptoms. The first and most common sign is the check engine light coming on, especially if there are problems with gear shifting. The diagnostic tool will then display code P0700, indicating a fault in the transmission control system. Another sign is erratic gear shifting. The car might shift too early, too late, or experience a noticeable jerk between gears. You might also notice the car is sluggish. The engine sounds louder when you accelerate, but the speed doesn't increase as usual. If the problem worsens, the car might refuse to shift to a higher gear, remaining stuck at a limited speed. In other cases, once you slow down, the car won't be able to downshift, making it feel sluggish and unable to move. One of the most serious symptoms is the car entering limp mode. In this case, the car will lock into a single gear to prevent further transmission damage, making it extremely difficult to get it to a mechanic. You'll also notice a clear delay between each gear shift. You press the gas pedal, wait a bit, and then the gear shifts late. This affects acceleration and stability of driving. One thing many people don't realize is a significant increase in fuel consumption. This is because the computer isn't selecting the correct gear, so the engine keeps revving at a higher RPM, burning more fuel unnecessarily. So what happens if you ignore this problem? Over time, incorrect gear shifting puts stress on the transmission's internal components, increasing friction and heat, which can lead to very costly mechanical failures. A small electronic problem can result in a complete transmission overhaul. So how do we identify the problem? The first step is to use an OBD2 scanner. If code P0700 appears, you need to continue the scan to find the detailed code. Next, inspect the wiring harness and connectors to ensure there are no cuts or corrosion. Also make sure the car's battery and alternator are working properly, as any electrical fault can affect the transmission control unit. Sometimes the solution is to update the transmission control unit's programming. If it's indeed faulty, we'll repair it or replace it. Therefore, don't wait as soon as you notice any malfunction in the gear shifting. Early inspection saves you a lot of money and protects the transmission from significant damage. In short, the transmission control unit is the brain of the automatic transmission. Any malfunction affects acceleration, shifting, fuel consumption, and driving safety. Therefore, you must take any symptoms seriously. If you want to maintain your car and easily understand its problems, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all new updates. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for a new episode.